I have been working on a new giant RTTTA. My goal is to get the darn thing finished.
So that was a lie.
Hi. Hi. It's been 3 years? More than 3 years. Okay. Yeah, so I think I was a little unrealistic with that statement. I think it was a little too optimistic. And the reason I say that is because back when I had made that video, you know, I had made the statement about how RTTTA was very much something of my high school and college age years. And I think that 100% holds true and only got truer with every single day after I had made that video. I really tried to squeeze it in where I could to be able to get this thing done. It wasn't happening. And if you want to know why it wasn't happening, here's what I've been up to for the past 3 years since I made that video. I remember I had talked about some exciting new projects coming up when I was working on that. Some of those projects that I worked on include Omega Strikers, PUBG Mobile, Fortnite Rocket Racing, Disneyland Paris, a Dumb Ways to Die VR game, YouTubers such as Scott the Woz and Alpha Rad. I'm aware that quite a few you know about that one. And plenty of other awesome projects. Smack Studio, that's another really fun one that I got to work on. And plenty more coming up, and I'll get to that in a bit. And then also, my life has changed dramatically. You guys know as of the last update that I gave you that I am married. Well, I got a house. Whoa, that's a big win in this economy. And I'm a dad. Yup. You feel old yet? And that is pretty much why there has not been another RTTTA ever since I made the claim that it would happen 3 years ago, which was already 3 years after the last video had dropped. It will now be 6 years since I've made an RTTTA, and unfortunately the one from 6 years ago will be the last one ever. Oh, it kills me so much. I hate that I even have to say that, not just for you guys, but honestly for me, because for the longest time I was like, no, I'm going to make this happen. I'm going to do it because, like I said, I wanted to go out on a bang, number one. Number two, I had this idea. I wanted to make it work. I thought it would be a really cool way to end it, and I felt like I had kind of put together a pretty decent video. The problem then became, as you guys probably know, the RTTTAs kind of date themselves. I've gotten some really kind comments from people that say they still hold up. They're still a lot of fun. Thank you. Sort of, maybe, but there's a whole lot of stuff in those videos that's very topical, in the moment memes and jokes. And this video is no different, right? Because I'm wanting to be stylistically, I'm wanting to make it an RTTTA. I'm not wanting to stray away from what made the series what it is. And the problem was, when you write something that has a bunch of funny, like, topical memes and jokes, you're gonna keep rewriting it if the video is gonna take like 5 years to make. And that's what kept happening. So it was that kind of stuff. On top of, let's just be real, my opinion on what my subject matter changed over the course of time, to the point which I had this whole thing set out like, okay, this is my final stance on this, and then I've now kind of changed my mind, and it completely flips the whole thing on its head. Now the video it's not even authentic or real anymore, because I don't even agree with basically my entire setup for the whole video. And I guess just to kind of quit beating around the bush, some of you know this, but the video was going to be which Smash Bros aged the best. And you guys know me, you guys know how much of a GameCube butt kisser I am. I ultimately said Brawl is really close, but I think Melee is held up better. If I'm honest, in recent time, I'm starting to think, no, actually, I think Brawl did hold up better, and I think a lot of my points against it were stupid. Again, it kind of just completely destroys the whole purpose of the video, and then I wouldn't even be agreeing with myself as I'm writing, recording, and making this video. So the whole thing kind of just fell apart. Every time I made a new one, I had to beat the last standard, right? Because if this last video was this good or had this level of production value, well, now there's no going back, right? People are going to catch it. People are going to call it out. I'm not going to like it as much. And I don't care that some of you would probably even say, no, Garrett, we would still love it. No, I know a lot of people would look at that and go, why was this last video so top notch? And then the next one was just like literally like a video like this right now, where it's just hard cuts of him talking to the camera like he used to do. And that's it. And frankly, this right here is already hard enough for me to actually have time to do. I never have any time to even just set up the ding dang camera, turn on some lights, and just talk to the camera for 30 minutes and then cut it down to 10. I literally hardly can find time for that. Truthfully, there really was no chance, and I was way too optimistic about it, and I hate that, and I'm frustrated with myself because I feel like on numerous occasions I've essentially made empty promises. This is at least twice now that I've hyped up that I'm gonna do a big RTTTA, and then it doesn't happen. You know, you're making a lot of noise back there, Totoro. You mind like being quiet on set? We'll see if I can keep that out of the mic. Here, I'll just hold you. How about that? I bet everybody likes to see dogs anyway. You all like dogs, right? This is Totoro. Totoro, say hi. Nice. I am going to stream on my Twitch, twitch.tv/gwilly, going back and rewatching the RTTTAs on this channel and doing some commentary on them. But when do I plan on doing that, you ask? The answer is I have no clue right now. I'm about to find out. Let's look at my calendar. Friday of next week, the 21st. Here, let me call my wife real quick.
Hi.
Hi, is there anything on the calendar for March 21st?
I have plans in the evening, but that's about it. So.
Okay, sounds good. All right, thank you. Love you. March 21st, 2015. I was about to say 2015. I've been stuck. Listen, man, it's these guys. So you see these glasses? March 21st, 2025 at 4 p.m. Central Time on twitch.tv/gwilly, just to get it in your head. Watching back the RTTTAs on this channel, commentating, talking about the process of working on those videos. I think it's going to be a good time. And on that note, twitch.tv/gwilly. I am still streaming. If I'm honest, streaming is a lot more enjoyable and easier for me to do. Real talk. It's much easier than trying to put together a whole video and edit it and stuff. It's a lot easier to be able to pretty much do what RTTTA was kind of my outlet for. And that's to say that RTTTA I created back in the day because I needed somewhere to get all this information that was in my head out. And, you know, I didn't want to irritate my friends and family with that info because, frankly, most of it was totally unnecessary info that they didn't care about. And, you know, that's not their problem at all. But I wanted an outlet for all this kind of information I was gathering and having fun looking into. And that's where RTTTA came into play. And it was just like, let's put it on YouTube. Maybe there will be a community for it. Maybe there will be people that love this kind of weird information or just nerdy, niche, especially video game related information. And sure enough, that was the case. And thank you guys so much for being here. Thank you for watching. That now I feel like has translated for me to Twitch, where I'm able to have a good time chatting with people that really love talking about and stating our opinions very passionately about these weird niche video game kinds of topics or other, you know, movies, I don't care, food. Like, we talk about so many different things over there. I really enjoy being able to just kind of hang out and play a game or do something, hang with the chat and talk nerdy. I remember like last video, I was like, I'm still streaming on Twitch. I don't know how much longer that's gonna last. Real talk, I think it's gonna last quite a bit. I've been streaming consistently now for almost 7 years. And honestly, I've been enjoying doing that and wanting to stream way more 7 years in than I was in the same boat with YouTube and video stuff. So suffice it to say, Go follow me on twitch.tv/gwilly. My camera is telling me it's about to die. I'm still on the 60D for the record. Guys, I'm still on the same camera that I've had since 2013. A couple other projects I want to note. I said that I was working on some other video games that I was going to mention later. Here we go. This is the big one. This is outlandish. It's wacky. It's called Date Everything. It is the brainchild of Ray Chase, Robbie Damon, and Max Middleman, and Amanda Hufford. And it's brilliant. If you guys know those names, Ray Chase, known for being Noctis in Final Fantasy 15, Robbie Damon, Prompto, golly, I mean, they've been a million people. I'm thinking Final Fantasy because that's where my brain goes. Just look them up. You're gonna recognize everything they've been in. They're very incredibly talented voice actors, and now they are making their own game. They are game designers now. I think this is going to be a really fun, really entertaining game. I've seen a lot of people kind of looking at it like, what on earth? And it is very much a what on earth concept. And I will tell you what, because let me preface this. This is the first time I'm not just composer. I am also UI sound. I'm audio lead. Basically, if you hear some sound in the game, I'm responsible somehow for it getting there and sounding the way it does. So if you hate the sound, but seriously, I've had to test the game so many times at this point, and there are just so many moments in the game that have made me burst out laughing. Hilarious stuff. But there's also been moments where I've kind of actually caught myself in the moment of like, wow. And that's a funny thing to say about something that sounds so outlandish, but there's some great writing in this game, incredible acting. Please look forward to this game. I think it's gonna be a wild, fantastic, incredibly fun experience. And you can catch it June 2025. Go follow the social media, wishlist it on Steam. It'll be on Switch, it'll be on PS5, it'll be on Xbox. It's gonna be a good time. But yeah, I'm really proud of the work that I've done on that, so please check that out. And there are other video games I'm working on, like, you know, as it goes, I can't really talk about them, but I'm really excited to share more with you. So please follow me on Instagram. Go check out my website. Twitter is pretty much dead in the water now. I'm not getting on Blue Sky. I'm just letting you know that now. If Twitter's sinking, I'm not about to jump on another ship. My music channel, I can't even believe I forgot to mention that. That's where I'm going to be a lot more active. So yeah, please go subscribe to that channel and check me out over there. Because if you want to stay updated with what I'm doing at all, it's going to be over at that channel. I'm going to be more active over there now. So with all of that said, thank you. Thank you for those of you that watched FNAF Not Scary. It means so much to me that that series meant so much to so many people, that it got a laugh out of so many people. Heck, the fact that it even actually helped some people not be so scared of those games is kind of an endearing thought to me. And so I really appreciate that. Thank you to those of you that transferred over to RTTTA. That means so much. The fact that that series managed to get videos in the hundreds and hundreds of thousands of views really means a lot to me. I put my blood, sweat, and tears into those. I had so much fun working on those. I really did. Even if, you know, I talk about how overambitious they got, it got too difficult to work on them because they got overproduced. I'm still so fond and so happy of the videos that I did, and all I remember is the good times that I had working on those videos, truly. So thank you so much for your support, for watching those, and thank you to those of you that are still supporting me, still watching me, coming to my streams. Thank you for following my music. Obviously, I think this goes without saying, you all know this, but you know, I've got plenty of music on Spotify, Apple Music, wherever you listen to your music, YouTube Music. It means a lot that I put art out there and people love it enough to support me, to listen, to give me money for it. That means so much, so thank you. My camera's battery is blinking red at me. I have got to get out of here. I've got to shut this down. I will never know how to end my videos, and that's okay, because this is the last one I'm ever going to do on this channel. So thank you so much. Have a great day, and hope to see you again soon on some of the other platforms. And this one's for you, okay?